How's it going? I'm Jake, and you're watching Savage Auto Works. So last time my camera died, and you didn't get to see most of the process, but so where we are at is the turbo is in. So I was able to get the headers out without having to drop the engine out of it. We got the manifolds on both sides, and obviously the Y pipe, wastegate, turbo. So now I need to drill and tap the oil pan. I need to put the barbell in the back of the engine. I'm not going to do the oil pump in this because when I pulled the drain plug it was just covered in metal, so I don't think the engine's going to last long, and I really don't want to run my nice oil pump in this and take a chance on destroying it. So we're just going to go ahead and run this engine the way it is with a barbell and then put some thicker oil in it. Alright, well let's get this flex plate off. Breaking them free so I can go through and zip them out. Interesting. Looks like trans fluid's coming out of there. Oh, I know why. I blew a trans line. I probably filled the top of these up with transmission fluid. There she is. Okay. Well, look at that. That's a beaut. And I probably need that gasket now too. Alright, so since this is completely wrong, and I'm not positive how you're supposed to pull these out, I'm going to drill it, thread it in, and pull it with this. I'm feeling like pulling it apart even more. So what I did was I found a drill bit that was just smaller than the min on this. The min was like an 1/8 inch or so. So we just went the next size smaller. Now we're just going to put it in. Cool. So now this is spinning free. Ooh, it's tight. Ah, there we go. Just like that. So I've seen where people had to machine these to get these to fit. I hope that's not the case. Let's clean this up. Oh no. Oh no, that is the case. Looks like I'll have to take some off with it. Alright, so I got this checked up in the lathe. We'll just grab a quick measurement for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. 630. Grab bottom. 630. Grab top. 630. 30. 30. Okay. We'll go ahead and grab our safety key. And we're just going to machine on it a little bit. Oh man, that is round. I'm glad that spins perfectly in a circle. Oh man, we got a minute since I might just cut back and come back to it. That was maybe a 7/10 or so. Once I switched grids, I realized I was using a polishing grid. It came off a lot faster, but I mean, we're just about there. I'm almost willing to bet it might fit now. There it goes. All right, sweet. Okay. Just like that, it's home. So apparently the Huron Speed drain line for the turbo kit is cut to length because that's way too long. Where it needs to be like right there. So we're gonna take this, mark it here. We're gonna measure another couple inches down, put another mark because we're accounting for the angle on this because it is a 90. So that's about from center to where you need to cut is about 2 inches. And then we'll get it back in. We'll get this drilled and tapped up here. So I'm going to put drill and tap just right above the drain line, or the drain hole. And then we should be ready to party. So this may not be the best way to cut this, but it's what works for me. That's what I've got, so that's what we're going to do. Just want to make sure you clean that out really good. Alright, there's the oil drain line. Landed it perfect, right where it should. Go figure. So now I'll just take and drill and tap this so we can put this guy in there. And then the oil system will be done. So there's my feed line. There's drain. Moving right along, huh? Well, here's where we're at now. I've pulled the oil pan off, which was fun. We pulled it off to get our oil drain in there, so that guy is in high enough that it's not going to cause issues. Now I'm just going to hurry and stab this back up into the car, and then we'll put it back together and go on from there. Well, we got that done. That was not fun, but it's in there now. So the oil drain and the oil feed are all in. I got my flex plate back on. So now I'm going to hurry and stab the transmission in, and then we can start working on the downpipe. I got to cut that, and it has the correct flange on it. And once that's in, we can start wrapping everything else up and just getting this thing going. I am still waiting on my intercooler. They said it was supposed to be here this last week. It's not. So hopefully it comes in the next week. That would really be helpful. But if not, I will figure something out. Either take one off the Mazda or make a piece of pipe just to span the 2-inch just for now. I did almost forget to tell you that I pulled my oil pickup tube off. Pulled the O-ring off of it, and it's not ripped, but I also don't think it's the right one. After looking it up, I have a LS1 pickup tube, and so I needed the black O-ring, and I had the blue O-ring on it, which is for the 5.3 truck, or 6 liter, or it's for the truck pickup tube. So swap those out. Hopefully that will help the oil issue that I've been having where it just drops pressure when it gets hot. But we got that all back together now, and so I guess only time will tell, right? Alright, so we're going to cut this downpipe so I can put the 4-inch to 3-inch adapter on it so it'll fit my turbo. Alright, so after cutting and welding that, well, alright, so we cut it and we just tacked it in place. But it doesn't fit great. I forgot that that turbo is much larger than what they had in mind for that. So let's see if you can see down in there. So it is actually touching the engine mount in there. So I just need to cut and weld it a little bit different. I need to take and grind off a little bit on the bottom side of that to make it fit better. Alright, let's test fit it. Thankfully I don't have anything up front because that's how the downpipe has to go in. Closer. No. No, it's not. Grr. Got this flange off. Still hot from welding. Now I know what you're thinking. You have a saw. Why not just use that? Well, given where this cut's at, I can't really grab onto it to cut it with, so I can't make a thin enough cut for it to work, so I have to hand grind it. We have a winner. That fits perfect, so now I'm going to take and finish welding that up. And then I got to put a bung here for my O2 sensor. Alright, so the camera died, so you're gonna get the video with my phone, but oh crap, sorry, it's raining really hard, but I got it welded and it's in. It clears okay until you come back here and look. It is really close to my oil pan, so I need to be able to get a plug up in there. Oh, in there, you can see it. So what I'm gonna do, I made some lines there. I'm gonna cut it. We're going to rotate it, and that should bring this over to about like here, and that'll give me plenty of room.